Friends, I really hope this works. Miss Palmer's feeling like maybe we should get some fresh air and being inside sometimes, recording videos. You know, you need a little change up. So, anyway, I'm going to record our word work lesson for April 8th, and that should be for Wednesday. Let me just check my phone. Yes, April 8th. And here's what I'm going to do. Yesterday, what you did is you recorded yourself reading a passage for a text called The Life Cycle of Moths and Butterflies. But the reason I wanted you to read it is, first of all, to check in with you on how you're reading and how you're doing. But second of all, I really wanted to hear if you were noticing and you were catching those words that start with an A or end in the A, but it actually has the sound, and it sounds like a short U. It's so bizarre. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually read it to you, even though you've done it yesterday. I know you've read it, and I want you to hear and listen to see if Miss Palmer says any of those words that you remember that maybe we went over on Monday, or maybe you recognized yesterday on Tuesday. But just some examples that come to mind are the words adult. Starts with an A, but it's adult. That's how we pronounce it. It's bizarre. The word agree sounds like agree, but it starts with an A. The word assume, when you assume something, it starts with an A, but it has that sound. What other ones were we talking about? Adult, agree. The other ones I was thinking of were words that end in that sound, which were, I think we talked about the word China. And I know at first you're probably like, why is Miss Palmer saying it like that? But really, I'm saying China because it ends in an A, but it sounds like China. The same thing with the word or the name of the place, Alaska. It ends in an A, but it's not that A sound. It's like a short U sound. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and read to you. Miss Palmer has her phone right in front of her, so I am going to read the life cycle of the moths and butterflies. And I want you to hear if I say any of the words that we've talked about, okay? All right. The life cycle of moths and butterflies. Butterflies and moths are insects. They are called advanced insects because they have a complete life cycle. This means that each of the 4 stages of their life cycle looks completely different and serves a different purpose in the insect's life. The 4 stages. Number 1, egg. The first stage is the egg stage. A female butterfly or moth lays an egg, usually attached to a leaf or a stem. Stage number 2, larva. A caterpillar or larva hatches out of the egg. A caterpillar is a worm-like creature that has legs. A caterpillar usually has some sort of interesting pattern on its body and sometimes has small hairs. This stage is when the most frequent feeding and most rapid growth occur. The larva sheds its skin several times to allow for the growth. Stage number 3, pupa. The chrysalis or pupa stage is when the real transformation begins. During this stage, the caterpillar rests and forms a brown or green covering over its body. The structure of the caterpillar breaks down and begins to take the form of an adult insect while it's inside the chrysalis. Stage number 4, adult. The imago or adult stage is the last stage. A beautiful butterfly or moth emerges from the pupa. During this stage, the insect is most mobile and can mate and lay eggs. Adult butterflies and moths may also migrate. So friends, that's the end of it. Now that I just read that, just off the top of my head, I heard 1, I heard 2. Maybe you heard more than me. Um, I think I heard two, but anyway, if you hear more, I'd love to have you post it on Seesaw because maybe we can go through that sort of spelling pattern and to see, oh, well, that actually you're hearing the correct sound, but it doesn't start with an A. Um, but I definitely know of two right now. If you hear any others or if you want to replay this, that's fine to try and catch another. Um, Hopefully you enjoyed coming outside with me on my fancy blue chairs. I feel like this was a nice way to change it up. But anyway, you can go ahead and go back to Seesaw if you can't really remember any of the words. That's probably a good indicator that you should replay the video and maybe you should listen. And just write the words down as if you hear them, okay? All right, friends. Well, good luck. If you have any questions, let us know. And thank you for listening. Bye.